Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something a lot of guys secretly know, but for some reason we still resist, and that is, dating is a numbers game. And I know it sounds cold, it sounds unromantic, it sounds like you're turning dating into statistics, but then again, that is also kind of what it is. And once you actually understand what this means, dating gets easier, calmer, and way less personal. Let's be honest, most people you meet aren't going to be your match. Not because something is wrong with you, or in some cases, maybe it is you, but because true compatibility is very rare. You're filtering through different personalities, different lifestyles, different levels of emotional maturity, different values, different timing, and honestly, just different vibes, looks, style, all of it. Most people, most women won't click with you, and you won't click with most women. That's absolutely normal. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, obviously, if you go on 1,000 dates and there is no woman that clicks with you, then the problem is most likely you, if there isn't a single one that works with you. But generally speaking, most of the women we meet aren't for us. That's how it works. I mean, I've been on countless of dates, and most of the women are just okay, but they're not for me. And that's how it is. And the mistake a lot of men make is this: they treat every single match or every date like it's their one and only shot. So you invest emotionally before anything really happens. You think, oh, finally, someone cute matched with me. Please let this one work. Please let this woman be normal. Please let her like me. And when the chemistry isn't there, or the conversation is dead, or she ghosts you, you know, you take it way too personal. And you think, well, this is a reflection of my value. But let me tell you, it's not. It really isn't. Dating is simply a filtering process. You're meeting women to find the one or two that actually fit into your life. So, of course, you're going through, quite a few before you get to the one. That is how it works. Nobody goes to the gym once and expect to be jacked. And in dating, for some reason, people match with one person and think, well, if this feels, everything sucks. you know you go on a few dates and all women suck. You go on a few dates, all men suck. That's not true. you know it just means that one wasn't the right fit for you. And when you accept that dating is a numbers game, two things will happen. First, you will stop overreacting to rejection. You will stop overreacting to slow replies and bad dates, or, people just disappearing. And second, you stop forcing connections that clearly aren't working. And you probably heard this a few times on YouTube and podcasts. You got to have that, abundance mindset. But yeah, in reality, that is kind of what you have to do. It's true. And I know for most of us, it sucks because we get like maybe one match every few months, or we only get a date once a year. So yeah, of course you lock into that one person. I get it. I totally understand. But even then, you have to accept the fact that it is a numbers game and that even that one probably isn't the one for you. I mean, you'll meet women who are amazing, but they're not for you. I mean, I've met amazing women, but they weren't the right fit for me. You will meet women who look great but have terrible energy. You'll meet women who seem perfect on paper, but once you see them in real life, the vibe is really flat and it's really bleak. And you'll meet women where the chemistry is great, but the lifestyles don't align. I mean, yeah, is it frustrating? Sure. But it's not failure, it's filtering. And you have to remember, eventually you will meet a woman that, is amazing, looks great, is good on paper, but also in real life, and that matches or aligns with your lifestyle. So, you gotta plow through, you gotta keep moving. The whole point of dating is to eliminate the ones who don't fit you, you know. So you need to recognize who does and who doesn't. And the problem comes, like I just said, when you treat dating like a scarcity situation. Like every woman is your only chance, and that is not true. There are many women that actually like you, that are actually into you, that actually would fit great with you, more than you think. You know, it's not because you haven't met them, or it's not because you haven't matched with them online or whatever, that these women do not exist. They do. They really do. And you got to put in the work as well. So when you think like that, I mean, you cling to things that aren't good for you. You cling on to that one woman who might be terrible for you. You tolerate bad behavior, you tolerate low effort and weird energy because you think, well, what if this is the best that I can get? Trust me, it's not. You will be able to get better. But when you remind yourself that, it's a numbers game, you can keep your standards. You don't panic if something fades out, you just continue the process. You move forward knowing that, there are millions of women out there, and come on, man, there's definitely one that works with you. Now, like I'm saying, I'm not saying that it's not frustrating. And I'm also not saying that you need to date endlessly without any intention. You need to date with intention. What I'm saying is don't emotionally commit before compatibility even shows up. Your job is simple here: meet women, have conversations, go on dates, see who you naturally click with, see who makes you feel calm and comfortable and energized, see who reciprocates effort, you know, see who seems aligned with your life and values, you know, see who also matches your energy, see who also puts in some effort, all of that. And if someone doesn't fit, you don't spiral out of control. You just say, well, fuck it, and just move on. This mindset also helps you in the early stages of dating apps, Matches will fade, absolutely. I mean, a lot. Conversations will die. Oof, a lot. People will ghost. Yep, absolutely. And sometimes you just talk to a woman for a few days and you think, oh wow, she's actually kind of cute, she's fun, this could be a great fit for me. I want to go on a date with her. And then the next morning, poof, she's gone. Just like that. It happens. It happens to the best of us. And that's not because of you, but that's because the average person, definitely women, they are talking to five, six, seven other guys, and they have their own life that they're dealing with. Or, they might simply realize, well, this vibe isn't strong enough. They also have to, figure out whether you are a good fit for them. That's normal. That's not necessarily personal. It feels like that. I get it. But it's numbers. The idea is also to protect you from another big mistake, trying to win someone over that isn't a good fit for you. And when you internalize that dating is a numbers game, you will stop trying to impress women into liking you. The right woman will like you for you. You know, you stop bending over backwards to make the date perfect. You stop performing. Instead, you just show up as yourself and see if she naturally connects with you or not. If she does, great. And like I said, if not, then there are other women. I promise you that. Here's the beautiful part. When you stop attaching everything to that one person, to that one woman, to that one date, you automatically, wow, you automatically become more attractive. You become calmer, lighter, more confident. and more patient. You're not chasing, you're not pushing, you're not reading into every little delay or emoji that she sends. You're not thinking, oh, she took 3 hours to reply. Doesn't she like me? You know, you just go, okay, cool, and carry on with your day. This is how dating becomes fun instead of stressful. And I get it. Even then, there will be moments where you get frustrated. Sure. You will meet people, you will meet women, you will enjoy the interaction more, and you let the ones who aren't meant for you just fall away on their own. So remember this: you don't need every woman to like you. You don't even need many women to like you. I mean, yeah, sure. If you just want to put numbers on the board, that's a different thing. But we're talking about dating. I'm talking about if you want to find a woman that, you can share your life with, then you just need one. You get one. You got to find the right one. And yeah, that takes some time. And you have to put in some effort for sure. And you'll find her by going through the natural process, go through the natural numbers. So stop forcing, stop over analyzing, and stop expecting perfection on date one, you know, and stop taking it personally when someone just isn't your match. Dating becomes so much more peaceful when you treat it like a process instead of a test that, you have to pass. So do that. Remember, dating, it is a numbers game. I hope this was helpful. I hope you can use it. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.